Hello, thank you very much for clicking on this video. It has been a year since Now and Then was released. A yearish. Since Now and Then was released. And I just wondered, has my opinion of it changed at all in this last year? And it has. And I'll also be talking about the Red and Blue album again, just briefly, just mentioning a few things about it. Just, it's been a year. It's been a year. Ish. I'm still of the opinion, if I'm honest, that this didn't need to happen. I know it seems like they wanted a vehicle for Now and Then to be attached to. It's on the Blue album now. And there's quite a few tracks. I'll talk about them in a minute. Quite a few tracks that are a bit rushed. I can put this back now. But no one was asking for the Red and Blue album. We'd all prefer the Beatles back catalogue to be remixed. Some don't, but no one was asking for it. And it's the same. It's the same this year, isn't it? We've got the American album box set. No one was asking for that. So, hang on, Steve. One second, sorry. Steve! Come here! Can you come here?
I'm in the toilet.
Oh. Number 1 to number 2?
I'm in a shit.
Okay. Just, can you tell me, did you ask for the American the Beatles box set?
What?
The American albums? Steve? The American albums, did you ask for it?
Just hang on, I can't give a shit.
He didn't ask for it either. Right, get you on. Sorry, Steve. He's having a shit. But he still answered. But last year we did get this. Last year I remember liking the song. There were so many people at the time going, "Oh, it's not a Beatles song, it's a John Lennon song." Yeah, whatever. It's a Beatles song. It says the Beatles. It doesn't even say the Beatles on it. Oh no. A year later, are we all agreed that maybe this should have been the cover? We all collectively said this was better. So last year I did like this song, but it took on another lease of life for me when I saw a YouTube video from strawberry fields in Central Park in New York. And they all get together for, I think it's John Lennon's memorial. And they sang Now and Then. And it wasn't until that crowd, it wasn't particularly played well. It's on YouTube, go check it out. It wasn't particularly played well, but that wasn't the point. It was just everybody getting together and they were singing Now and Then. And that's when the song had a different edge for me. And I've genuinely loved it ever since. And I've got to say, it's one of my favourite Beatles songs. When I hear it come on, I go, oh, here we go. Now, there's going to be plenty of you that, like I said before, it's not a Beatles song. And are you expecting it to sound like the 60s? Because it's not going to. So, get over it. So now we have 3 songs that were released post-breakup of the Beatles. We have Real Love, Free as a Bird, and obviously Now and Then. I still think Free as a Bird is a better song than Now and Then. But I put Now and Then above Real Love. They're all great songs though. But here's a problem. John Lennon's vocal on this is now more jarring than ever because of this. So I implore Apple to see if they can do the same thing that they did to this, to that. Quite a few people on YouTube have done that. If I find one, I'll put it in the description. So yeah, let me know in the comments. What's your ranking of these post-breakup songs? I guess the Beatles did release was it one song after they broke up? When was Let It Be released? Oh God, I'm crap at this. But you know what I mean. Of these 3, What's your ranking? As for the Red and Blue albums, um, a year later, I've been driving around listening to them recently because I knew I was going to do this video. Um, the remixes, uh, and let me let me get this straight. I'm a big fan so far of all the Beatle remixes, the albums, but this one, yeah, it just seemed rushed. I think there are some that are blatantly unfinished. One of the biggest points of contention was the remix for I Am the Walrus. It didn't have the original radio broadcast on the end, and they seemed to drown it out with this string going da, 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 and it got louder and louder and louder. At the time, I really liked what they did. It was the I Am the Walrus 2023 mix of that song. At the time, I was all for it, and I still am for it. But since then, for instance, there's a brilliant channel on YouTube called Brit 2001B. Go check him out. It's two T's, Brit 2001B, and he's remixing Beatles songs. And he did I Am the Walrus, and he did it with the original radio noise that was over the end of I Am the Walrus. So if he can do it, I say he, could be a she, but if he could do it, why couldn't Giles Martin and gang do it? I don't know. I've listened to the original I Am the Walrus, and that sweeping, loud strings that you hear, can't hear it on that. But then I listened to the Love version, and just towards the end, you can hear those strings. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe they were always there, but you can never hear it. And obviously now in the 2023 mix, it's louder than ever. So to conclude that particular song, I don't mind it, but Brit 2001B has shown it could have been done. He's really good. Go check him out. Giles Martin has always said that his template for making his mixes is the mono versions. So that might be why Revolution has both guitars in the center, whereas, for instance, the Love version has one guitar either side. I prefer the Love version. The Love version is my go-to version to listen to the song Revolution. By the way, if you've got Love, just go and listen to Revolution and let it carry on going into Back in the USSR. It's a great mix. Really good. Magical Mystery Tour. I'm still missing the cowbell noise that comes up. It's gone. Well, it's very low in the mix. It's still there, but it's very low in the mix. And what's the other? It's the Old Brown Shoe, where there's a whole guitar riff missing, and it's like, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? So I guess what I'm trying to say here is rather than these songs grow on me over a year, they have irked me more because they're not finished. But it's not all bad. The inclusions of songs like You've Really Got a Hold on Me and Roll Over Beethoven, a year ago I was like, they're not even Beatles songs. What are we doing now? But these have grown on me, as have the other inclusions. At the time, people were moaning how the vinyl wasn't the same as the CD version, so now all the tracks weren't chronological, and I still don't care about that. You've got an extra vinyl there with, that's in chronological, but it's all just mixed. It's great. Don't know what your problem is. So that's where I'm at a year on. Where are you at? Do you like Now and Then? Did you used to not like it and now you do like it? Or are you the other way around? Let me know in the comments. Red and Blue album, what do you think about them? Have they grown on you? Has the new mixes on there grown on you? Or do you still think they're shite? Thank you for watching. As always, if you made it this far, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that good stuff that makes this channel grow. See you next time. Let me know what you think about everything I just mentioned. Off you go. I'll wait. Done it? Of course you haven't. Unbelievable.